Khaskhart pesia pisen skeelig pisen gelaagd pisen metlis pisen kusig pis kusigult lamlamt kalkultich tumlu in kuspe kumi pesia oi khas yatkhwa kumi Kakas Luisim Kultich Stumflu in Kuspe. Shirley Louis Quest. Swatwas Quest. Good day, everyone. To all my fellow tribal people, my friends, my relatives, my siblings, and my children. We're thankful to start a new year, to reach another year, and we hope that we will all be well until we reach the next year again. When I said Shirley Louis Quest, that meant Shirley is my name. Squest is the word for name. Squest. So if I wanted to ask you what your name is, I would say Swetluas Quest. Swetluas Quest. Then you would say it like I did. You would say your name and then say Louis Quest. It's Sinjetleman Uchnesil. It's Sinjetleman Uchnesil. St. Ignatius is where I live. Sheit Louis and that's the place where I live. Anui el Chetnuquest el Tsi. And you, where do you live? Had Hoid Ksa. Is it in Pablo? Ha'otzka'eh, is it Ronan? Ha'nchemkaneh, is it Polson? Ha'dsinjetleman, is it in St. Ignatius? Ha'dlintl'ah, is it in Arlie? Ha'dnayaik, is it in Hot Springs? Someday soon, we will have a DVD out or CD out with the names along the highway, along Highway 93, from St. Ignatius to Arlie. There are several place names there. When you're coming north, they're in Salish. When you're going south, they're in Kootenai. Okay, this month we're in the winter time. Winter is Seistch. Seistch. It's Seistch. This picture was taken in November, just when the full moon was coming over the mountain. It's East. The month of January. Stinchtu spakani. Stinchtu spakani. That means the shaking hands month. When we start a new year, whenever we see people, we are glad to say Happy New Year and shake each other's hands. The days of the week, Stratse, Stratse, Schwe, schwe, tiuch asela, tiuch asela, or atlasela, atlasela, chatla, chatla, tiuchmo, tiuchmo, or elmo, elmo, tilchsta, tilchsta, stle, stle. The 1st of January, it's usually called Stapskes Chalchart. Stapskes Chalchart. When people began to come from the European lands, they brought their cultures with them, and one of the things was to shoot their rifles at midnight on New Year's Eve. Of course, the Salish and Ponderay never had calendars at that time. They went by the seasons. So that's why they called the 1st of January Stapskespani. New Year's Eve would probably be called Stapskesiotsamskwe. Stapskesiotsamskwe. Ishel she estilkami luskalkeliu. Yet a Salish she tuusts sinkawi. Sinkawi. Isha tuut lupi aho. Huamo luestilkami. The 1st of January is called the shaking hands time, for when people are glad to see one another, glad to wish each other a happy and a healthy year. When the people came from the other lands, they brought their culture, and the Salish Ponderay didn't have calendars, but they did. And so they shot their rifles at midnight on New Year's Eve. Stapske sielsamskwe. At midnight. Sielsamskwe, that means the middle of the night. On the times nowadays, the people started having jump dances on New Year's night. At that time, names were given to people who needed names, and they were kept by different ones who were chosen. And the time to give the time to pick names is before the night they're going to be given their names. That way, it'll be done in a timely fashion, and it'll be well thought out and well planned. The old people used to say that their sinkawis, their jump dances, would last for 4 nights. 4 days and 4 nights of celebrating. your time. S'east. 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 S'chinchtu. S'chinchtu. Shaking hands. S'chinchtu. Eschinchsinwe. People shaking hands with each other. Eschinchsinwe. That actually means taking each other by the hand. Stapskesgelhart. Stapskesgelhart. That is the New Year's Day. Stapskesgelhart. Remember, New Year's Eve is Stapskesgelhart. Stapskesgelhart. In Kospe, that means a new year or another year. In Kospe is a form of the word that's commonly used. In Kospentch, that has the longer form. In Kospentch. Lemlem chpasia. Unehkumi ipschas. Nkaelkolchich stamlu in Kospentch. Thank you everyone for watching all the time, and lemlem to all the people who mentioned watching this show. I appreciate your time, the time that you spend watching. I hope you learned some of the Salish language. I'm Shirley Trahan. I'm the Salish language specialist for the tribes. I work with the Salish Culture Committee in St. Ignatius. And we're there to help you with any questions. Remember, we have publications for sale in the language, and we have the brief history book. We also have the history book on the Salish people, or the Salish people meeting Lewis and Clark. And we have numerous other little publications for sale. We have calendars, and so think of us for gifts. We have the new Salish font for sale, and I believe it's $70. We also have the font that you can just download onto your PC or your Mac. So if you have questions on any of that, call the Culture Committee at 745-4572. Lem lem chpesia. Chest. Kasia. Kisin kuskari. Kisin gelat. Kisin medis. Kisin kusi huis hult. Shirley Louis Quest. Sua Luanui Asquest. Yet what art Jesmil Kamulech. Yet Skalihulech. Hope Utsahe Kotman too. Elstle Hua and Qua ut artem. Nem sits what nem Jew Tsiplu quit Star Tsahe Questum Smack Tluchesum Komoko. What nem Huet Cluselk Neam Tlu Smacked Skepts. Hotels Chinchtus Pani. Yet Hua we yard loose Pani. Cluls Coe. Epa Ak, Cludless Milk Mule Coe. Heet now 12 sluis ist komt lekker as te nem deustum plus kept. Good day to everyone, my fellow tribal people, my friends, my relatives, my siblings and my children. Hello. Shirley Louis Quest. Shirley is my name. Sue Luanui Asquest. And what is your name? Today it's cold all over. It snowed, and then we had wind, and it was like a blizzard for a day. Maybe with this cold weather, many of the sicknesses will go away. And in the springtime, with all of the snow, hopefully we'll have a lot of water. It is still in the shaking hands month, and at this time, the moon, Spani, is full. It's pretty bright out when the moon is full. And it's just now at the halfway mark, well, almost, not quite, of the winter. And we're already anticipating the coming of spring. I guess we have to have Simtet, the Groundhog's Day, first. This picture is a picture of the full moon coming over the mountains near St. Ignatius, east of St. Ignatius. It's Istch. Snow-covered, the snow-covered mountains in the winter. These are some of the words I used in my introduction. Hope, hope. It snowed. Hope. We pikkelech. The ground was white. Pikkelech. Can you hear the word white in that word? Pick. Then on Saturday we had the wind. Knelt. Knelt. It did wind. Knelt. And that created a blizzard-like for some time. Kotlamantu. 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 Tzart. Tzart. It's cold. Tzart. Koko'eh. Koko'eh. That's the opposite of cold. Warm. Koko'eh. Spakani. Spakani. That's the moon. At this time we have a full moon. Spakani.